Fleece Johnson is back with another story that's leaving everybody speechless. He revealed that during his time in prison, there was a point when he genuinely believed he got his prison boyfriend pregnant. Yeah, he really thought it was possible.
Came out of the hole, everybody was coming to me, they said, man, you in the game? I said, yeah, I'm in the game, and I don't care what y'all think, right? But I didn't know nothing about sex, right?
Right. This was your first time.
Yeah, and that boy that he started getting paranoid. So I was gambling one day, and he whispered in my ear and said, I want to tell you something. I said, what is it, babe? He said, I've been to the doctor. I said, what's wrong? He said, I'm pregnant. Man, I went nuts. I actually thought that I got him pregnant, right? I didn't know nothing about sex, right? I said, oh, goddamn. I said, look, man, somebody take my hand over. I picked him up in my arms, swung him around. I said, did they tell you if it's a boy or a girl? He said, no, not yet. And so it got so bad that the warden at the prison had me brought to his office. And I said, look, warden, I know I can't keep the child here at the prison. So I'm wondering if y'all can put my child somewhere where I can get some visitational rights. And he just looked at me like saying he's sick, you know. And he had a therapist and this lady, she said, well, I want to talk to you, Mr. Johnson. I said, about what? She said, about your child. I said, what about my child? You don't have, I said, look, man, who's this bitch? And I'm ready to go off, right? And it took me, they take me through a whole bunch of mental stuff before I realized that he wasn't pregnant because he put something up under his t-shirt and made his belly big. And when I tried to touch it, he said, get away from me. Don't you touch it. You ain't got the right to touch this baby. Because you want to say you didn't want it, and you let everybody tell you I wasn't pregnant. But nigga, you looking at my stomach right now. What you think now? I cried everything, man.
So he was just on some crazy shit.
According to Fleece, he didn't know anything about how sex actually worked back then. And when his partner started acting differently, he jumped to conclusions. He said he was completely convinced that his boyfriend was carrying a baby. And that's when things started getting serious. The man went as far as saying he was ready to take on fatherhood behind bars, like he was truly expecting a child in that cell. Eventually, the warden caught wind of the situation and realized something wasn't right. That's when Fleece was sent to see a therapist to help him understand what was really going on. It's wild because this story shows how deep isolation and ignorance can play tricks on the mind. When you've been locked away from the world for so long, reality and fantasy start to blend. Fleece said it himself. He didn't know anything about sex. That kind of confusion isn't just funny, it's sad and eye-opening. But hearing him tell it with a straight face, that's what makes it even crazier. Imagine being so convinced you made a baby in prison that the warden has to call in therapy.